name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new, of course, hit the subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So a couple months ago, I discussed the conversation around Black women's weight, us being overweight, obese, just looking a hot mess, right? By the majority. We are big women, okay? And it's a real problem. And we always make excuses. Let's be all the way real. We make excuses every chance we get as to why we're overweight, why we're big, is this, that. It's so many excuses. I'm going to share this first clip before we deep dive into the conversation to remind y'all of where Black women stand when it comes to discussing our looks, our health, our body, all the things.
I hate the whole Black women are overweight conversation on this app, not because of fitness trainers, not because of accountability, but because everyone cannot accept that multiple things can be true at once. I was walking to work the other day and I saw 3 or 4 Black women in front of me and all of them are overweight. Did it make me a little bit sad? Yes. I'm also a Black woman. I exist in a bigger body. But multiple things can be true at once. 1, are you looking at a Black woman who possibly failed? Who walks every day, who tries to eat salads and maybe tries to include veggies, but something in her system is just not working, leading to her still being in a bigger body? 2, this could also be true. Culturally, we expect Black women to give the most of themselves. We are typically not catered to. And think about it. Think of your mom, your sister, the best Black woman you know, and you're going to immediately think of the woman who's always constantly giving to everyone around her and sacrificing herself for those people. That's going to include health. Hello? So yes, it could be that we're culturally enabling Black women to be more overweight because they are supposed to be more giving, whereas other cultures are supposed to be more aesthetically driven and more supported and more provided for and more dainty. There are also other women who are just not prioritizing their health. They are making bad food choices. But all of these things can be true at once. All of these things are contributing to the issue. And the white elephant in the room, when you ask the question on why you see a stern difference between Black women specifically and other cultures, it's weight loss drugs. And I'm not talking your Ozempic. I'm not talking all of that stuff. I'm talking the OG weight loss drugs, the Med Spa original. I knew white kids who were on weight loss drugs. And Black people, we have just, until recently, have not been into that. But I do think it is hard. As a person who has tried, and I probably lost more than 100 pounds in my lifetime and gained weight and gone back and forth, I know firsthand that it is just hard.
So y'all heard her, right? The same talking points, right? Like, well, we didn't have to do this. We don't have a soft life. We don't. Every excuse as to why we get to just be big and not take care of ourselves, right? She admitted that she looked at 3 other Black women. They were all big. She's a big woman herself. And yes, 2 things can be true at the same time. Yes, you can have all these factors that you're carrying, but you can also do the same thing and not be big as hell. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. And we act like we're the only group of women that have to carry a lot, right? You got the women that are in other cultures and other communities that are stay-at-home moms. Right. And they got to do all the things at home with the kids, with the home, with the school. They're doing a lot. They may not necessarily be going to work a 9-to-5 job, but they are still doing everything in their home, everything for their family while the man is at work. Right. So y'all call them those type of women. For us as Black women, we're the married single moms. But over there, y'all act like that doesn't exist over there where they're still carrying a lot as well. We just don't know how to prioritize our looks because we think it should not matter. We should be able to wear whatever we want to wear, do whatever we want to do, and I'm gonna go outside with my bonnet because I want to.
So yeah, I came across this one video and it was this Black woman basically stating how she kind of felt offended by someone because of she went out in public and she had her bonnet on, and then everybody in the comments was just saying girl, I thought you knew that already not to go out in public with your bonnet. It's not ladylike. I would never go outside with my bonnet on. I don't know why Black women do that and think it's okay. It's not cute. Just all these things. And I'm just thinking in my head, hold on. Because I go out in public with my bonnet all the time and I don't never think too much of it. When people look at me crazy, I don't never get offended or anything because it's just like my hair is not done. Like I'm not about to go out in public with my hair fucked up. I'm not about to let y'all see my little curls in the back. Like, no. What was the difference from back then when we used to go outside with our scarves on before bonnets even became a thing? Now that bonnets is a thing, instead of us wearing scarves, we're just wearing a bonnet because it's actually able to cover our whole head instead of just the sides in the front and the back. And the middle of your head still out, and sometimes we got a beehive. So it's like, I just don't understand. I hate society. I hate this freaking the internet. I just hate the internet. Y'all paint us and make us feel like we can't do this and can't do that. Who the fuck made that up? Who made that all up? Cause baby, as I'm getting dressed right now, I'm walking outside with my bonnet on because guess what? It's hot outside, and I just had a wig on, and I'm not putting that wig back on. It's too hot for that shit. So until I can get some braids or something, I'm about to be going outside my bonnet on. I don't give a fuck who like it, who, and I don't care. Say what y'all want to say. I'ma still wear my bonnet happily, and not even think too much of it. Y'all think too much of it, and it's just like beyond me. And y'all make us feel like us as black women, is everything we do is a problem.
As a bonnet warrior, I sit back and be quiet when y'all talk about not wearing your bonnet outside because I literally wear my bonnet everywhere. I will wear it everywhere. Anywhere that I can't wear it, I'm going to wear it.
That's what they say. They're going to wear their bonnet. They don't care what people think about them. They're going to do it. Period. So this woman talked about another excuse, in my opinion, to point the blame onto men as to why women lose themselves in relationships.
I was going to expound on the comment you were saying that in relationships, it's not just the men who get too comfortable, it's also the women who get too comfortable. And you mentioned like you used to look good and now you showing up in a bonnet. Men might not want to hear this, but your woman is a reflection of you. And I've never seen a woman who is loved correctly and healthily fully let herself go without her man intervening. So when we hit those moments of we starting to fall off, that affirmation, that confidence building, baby, let's do this, let's get you together. A man can bring you back to yourself as his reflection in such a way that she gonna take that bonnet off. She gonna want to look good for you. If you ever want to see how well a man is loving his woman, see how well she takes care of herself. And you'll see a woman so put together like, man, I know you being loved at home. I could tell by the way your skin glowing. I could tell by the way your edges is laid. I could tell by the way your nails is done. Versus you look at a woman who done had all the energy sucked out of your life. He putting you through it over there, girl. Your hair ain't been done in months. You ain't shaved them legs in a minute. So if you feel like the woman is letting herself go, ask yourself, your woman is your reflection. Am I loving her correctly to the point that she wants to show up as her best self? What can I do to even take her away from herself, right? Because as our safe spaces, sometimes it's not your man doing anything wrong. We deal with a lot of mental stuff. Sometimes your mind is attacking you. Sometimes your emotions is getting the best of you. I need you to come and fight for me. So keeping me safe ain't just keeping me safe in the streets. Keep me safe from myself so much that I don't get to attack myself. And you come and intervene on my behalf when I start to let myself go instead of leaving me or cheating.
So now it's the men, right? Let me just preference this. If you guys see me, I come on here every day looking my best to look presentable. Anytime I've got on social media, I'm always looking presentable. My hair, my face looking clean, just moisturized, all the things. And to her point, she said that you can tell how a woman looks based on how you could tell if a woman's being loved properly based on how she looks, her hair, her nails, how she carries herself. The comment that I've gotten the most is, oh, she's miserable. Her husband must be wearing her out. She look a mess. We can tell she's not happy. But I look presentable. My hair done, my nails done, all the things. But I was still considered to not have been loved properly. So which one is it at this point? Right? So it's his fault that you lose yourself because he's not loving you properly. So you say, forget it. Again, two things can be true at the same time. Yes, can that be a very real thing? That your relationship is not going well. It's suffering. It's other things. So now it's causing you to be sad, down, all the things. Yes. But do we hear an overwhelming amount of women who say that a man gonna take me as I am? you had kids 5 years ago. Like, we will find any reason to say, take me as I am, or oh well. And it has nothing to do with the man not loving you properly. It's because you want to do what you want to do because you said so. So this is not a good way to measure if a woman's being properly loved in her relationship, because some women can still not be in the best place in their relationship and still not go outside looking a mess. And that's the rhetoric that they like to use. If you go outside looking a mess, well, you don't know what she's going through. You don't know this, you don't know that. But the same women who went outside looking more presentable, you don't know what she's going through either. You can't assume that her life is well all put together. She just knows that at the end of the day, when I walk outside this door, or however I present myself is important to me. That's all I got. But we always find a reason to blame someone else and make these excuses as to why we got to do this, we got to do that. Yes, we got to do a lot of things. But our mentality is what keeps us overweight, out of shape, in these bad predicaments, looking a mess. Just like they had that whole trend of when I left... when I stopped dating a man or whoever, the man they were dating, they looked one way, then they came back looking another way while they were dating him. And after they broke up with the man, like, it was just like, come on, y'all. Like, that's to the extreme. Like, y'all just, like, we don't care about our appearance. I've gotten so much hate from talking about appearance mattering, from talking about the importance of how you look, talking about being judged. And they told me to mind my business. Nobody should care. I'm anti-black. I'm always trying to police women. So once again, any excuse to look a mess, whether it's you're blaming racism, you're blaming a man, you're blaming a job, you're blaming everybody else but yourself. And I hate the fact that we always go into this, well, black women have other reasons why we can't lose weight, and we can lose all this weight, we still won't be as big, and our bodies, girl, we know that these things are true. Our bodies are built differently, made differently. But ain't no way we're going to sit here and say, well, I'm supposed to be 50 pounds bigger than the white girls because of how I'm built. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, we cannot do that. So once again, you can blame the man all you want to, but that's just another way to keep you big and out of shape and all the things, because you don't want to be accountable for your choices, your actions, what you decide to eat, what you decide to do with your life. Y'all spend, not y'all, obviously, but these women spend half their time on social media worried about somebody else's business. Why don't you be in the gym worried about your own business? Why don't you turn on the video on your TV to work out at home while the kids are in school? Why you off work? But y'all spend your time doing idle things. And then we like to find a way to say, oh, it's the man's fault. Again, very much can be true in many situations. But what about the other ones it's not the man's fault? And the man is saying, hey, babe, come on, I want you to look a little bit more presentable. And you, again, saying, take me as I am. And then they wonder why, because she put it out without him having to cheat or whatever. You wonder why they step out of the home because you look a mess. You lost yourself and you didn't care. Anytime that he tried to encourage you or he tried to push you to look more presentable, you push back. You push back in every way possible because you don't care how he feels. You don't care how anybody feels about you. You're going to do what you want to do because you said so.
Why is it that we as black women feel comfortable checking black men, but the moment a black man checks us, we call it misogyny, control, or toxic? Don't scroll. Let's talk about it. Why does it seem like accountability only applies when we're the one giving it? We criticize black men, drag them online every day, talk about how they lead, talk about what they do, what they don't do. But the moment a black man says, sis, you out of line, or start calling you out on your bad attitude, all of a sudden he's bashing women. We can dish it, but we can't take it. Call a man weak for not being a leader, but then when he does lead, you say he's being controlling. Which one is it? If we want growth and healing from our men, we have to be able to look in the mirror and check ourselves first. Because checking somebody, that's not hate, that's love. And if we can't be corrected without getting offended, maybe the problem isn't the message. Maybe it's our pride.
Because you said so, and that's just what it is. So we can blame all the things we're going to blame, racism, the man, the job, the kids, all the things, but you got to start looking within yourself. Take the bonnet off. Think about your body and just A form of self-love is shown based on how you look, in my opinion. My personal opinion. But let me know your thoughts on this topic. Drop it down below in the comments. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the conversation, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Patreon. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.